Okay, so we are going to take this toward bird of paradise today, which means it's going to be a lot of hip openings. So working with the hamstrings, the inner thighs quite a bit as well. Keep that in mind. Bird of paradise is basically an upright, bound, standing split. So we're going to work this toward the splits as much as possible, and just keep that in mind. The first demonstration I have here is the bird of paradise itself. And if you're having any trouble with your balance, or if your hips are unusually tight, I'm going to show two versions. Take the second one here. You don't have to crank into the bind, keep in mind. But what's going to happen is once we get into the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat. And you're going to come into this basically wide-legged forward fold to set up the pose. So feet wider than your hips. Keep your knees bent. Stay loose. Keep your hips high and your head low. To come into the full pose, I'm going to go ahead and lift my left leg. So my left arm's going to wrap around my left thigh, palm behind. My right hand comes around to complete the grip. And if you're going to take the full bind, make sure you've actually got a full grip, and then you get your hands together. None of this stuff where you're just barely holding on with a couple pairs of fingertips. So just keep that pulled in and keep the fold. Now from here, you're going to stay folded, and then we're going to walk this to make sure that that bind is actually secure. You're going to step one foot back and then the other, and then step it forward. And then once you're forward, you're going to bring your base foot directly underneath you. That's my right foot. So the base foot comes directly underneath. Put all the way to that foot. Bend the base knee. Lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up, and look forward. Take things slow. With an inhale, slowly bring your torso upright. Oh man, I'm not sure if I'm going to pull this off very well. Okay, so bring your torso up toward vertical. Keep your thigh pulled in close. Man, I've been having trouble with it this week. And you can always bend to the standing knee, keep in mind, and that will help you stay balanced. Now, just keeping that thigh pulled in close with the bind is good enough. If you're going to take it further, see about extending that lifted leg, and just take it to where you can. It's the very last step. When you bring this back down, just fold the leg, try to land this lightly, release to your fold, and then from here we'll take it through the vinyasa. So just work it as best you can, and if you're having problems with that, if your hips are just too damn tight, or if the balance just isn't happening today, take the second version, so without the bind. You're going to keep the forward fold here to start feet wide, still with the knees bent, but reach wide. Okay, so bring your arm to touch the shin of the leg. It's going to come up, other arm reaches high. All the steps are the same. You're just going to go ahead and walk this back, and then walk it forward, and then bring your base foot to center. Put all the weight to that foot, bend the knee, lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up, and look forward. With an inhale, bring your torso up, and bring that leg up with you. Just keep your arm in contact with the leg. It can slide out to the side, and that's fine. So press the knee to the side, keep the hip open, and just work on holding on to your balance like this. And then again, you're going to take it down slow. Work this as best you can, land lightly, and release to your fold. And just feel that out. Take that as far as you're ready to go. You don't have to crank into this. And if the bind is too much, be honest about it here, especially if you feel strain in your low back. You don't want to throw your back out, which is a very real possibility, especially if your hips are tight and your leg is really resisting you when you come up. So be honest with where you're actually at, and just take the version that's actually going to suit you best today. Now, one other demonstration here, and this is at the beginning of the flow. We're going to start this out in downward facing dog. You're going to bring one leg up high. You're going to go back and forth a few times, but eventually you're going to pull your knee toward your chest, step that foot down halfway down the mat, and then lift the other leg up off the floor. Now we're setting up to hop and go back and forth from one foot to the other. So I want you to keep the arms vertical, press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, and just look at the same point on the floor. And if you're going to take this up high, you can make this more toward a handstand. You don't have to take it quite this far, but for that, if you want to come up higher, keep your lifted leg straight. Press off the base foot, and then land on the opposite, and you'll just be taking it back and forth like that. If you don't want to come up that high, which is most people, and I certainly understand, go ahead, bend both knees a little bit. Keep pressing down, keep the weight in your hands, and just take this to the level that works for you. Press off your base foot, and switch feet when you land. So keep pushing in your hands, and just take it as far as you like. You don't have to lift this up too high, and eventually you're going to end up on the opposite foot from where you started. So just keep that in mind, and work that as best you can as well. And you don't have to force it. You don't have to do anything too flashy. Just be honest with where you're actually at today. So to get this started, let's go ahead and bring this down onto our backs. And come all the way down. Now bring your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in, and press your spine down flat. And then we're going to begin here in Happy Baby. So I want you to reach between your knees, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And once you've got that grip, work to stack your ankles above the knees best you can. Now bring your shoulders down to the floor. Try to stay grounded as much as you can through the upper body. And then just go side to side. Pull the right knee down toward the floor as low as you can go. And then go ahead, release that pressure, and bring the left knee down. And just keep going back and forth, rocking side to side. Try to keep your shoulders close to the floor the whole time as you're moving. And we're just loosening things up and getting the hips a little bit here to start. Now just go ahead, give this another round or so. And try to finish by pulling your left knee down low before you come back to center. And then pull down on both sides. So bring the knees down toward the floor, but press the feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep that tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just release the grip on your feet. And then take hold of your knees. Fold your legs completely. And keep the knees pulled out wide. Draw them down toward the floor. Flatten your spine as much as you can here. And then just release the pressure, but keep the hands where they are. So just enough engagement to keep your hands in place, but otherwise relax your arms, let your shoulders sink down. Let your spine flatten out. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat and slow your breath down on the way back out. Just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then just bring your arms down to your sides, palms to the floor. And extend both legs straight up toward the ceiling. Now straighten your legs as best you can. So point the toes. And if you can't straighten all the way, that's fine. Just keep your ankles stacked above your hips. Belly pulled in, low back down. Now from here, with the legs as straight as you can reach, start to scissor the legs back and forth, side to side. Reverse the cross as you're moving. You're just moving the legs through a tight range within about 2 or 3 feet. Now keep your low back on the floor as you're moving. Maybe start to speed this up. Try to angle the big toes in toward your midline as you're moving. Just to start to move through the hips and warm up your inner thighs a little bit. And then go ahead, bring this into center, legs side by side. And just keep the legs upright. Now belly pulled in, low back down. Just move slowly here. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach out long. Now with the exhale, bring the arms forward but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, belly pulled in, low back down. And go back and forth like this. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs and twist. Inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, curl, reach left. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out. Exhale, curl to your left side. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. And with the exhale, curl this left. Inhale, roll out long. Now with the exhale, curl back into center one more time. Stay lifted here. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring the arms down to your sides. Relax your head to the floor. Keep your legs up high. Now keep your shoulders grounded. Press into your hands. And actually, we're going to do this with bent elbows. So once you bend the elbows, bring the forearms up to vertical. Make your hands into fists. Now keep the fists clenched, your elbows pressing down. You're going to work your core a little bit differently here. This is going to be subtle and not very easy. Now keep your toes pointing up toward the ceiling as best you can. Ankles stay stacked over your hips. And then pull your belly down toward the spine, toward the floor, toward your spine. And then curl your tailbone up. So lift your spine, curl up off the floor. And then roll back down. Go slow here and hold at the top. Pull your belly in, lift your tailbone, curl up as high as you can. And then roll your spine back down. Pull your belly in, lift your tail, reach your feet up high. Roll your spine back down to the floor. Belly pulled in, reach your feet up, lift your tailbone. And then roll this back down. 2 more times. Belly pulled in, lift up high. And then roll your spine back down. And then again, pull your belly and reach your feet up high. Hold here. And then roll your spine down one more time. And then once you come down, go ahead and bring your feet down to the floor. And arms to your sides. We're going to set this up for bridge here. Now go ahead and bring the feet about hips width distance apart. Pull the heels in close. Arms at your sides, palms down. Just keep your gaze high and we'll take it up and down from here. So with an inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up high. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high and just hold this time. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting like this. Dig into your heels, try to lift your toes up off the floor. And take the tension further. Pull the heels in toward your shoulders and keep the hips lifting. Just breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll all the way down. Now once you're down, we're going to take it up again, but this time 1 foot on the floor. So slide your left foot in toward the center of the mat. Keep that foot grounded. And extend your right leg straight with the right thigh in line with the left. Point to the toes of the right foot. Arms at your sides. Keep your gaze high and then back and forth. With an inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, hold at the top. And then roll this back down. Press your hips up high again, squeeze your glutes. And then roll back down. Press your hips up one more time, hold here. Keep your glutes engaged. And then back and forth with the right leg. Stay lifted. Pull the knee in toward your chest. And then extend the leg forward. Pull the right knee in. Extend the leg forward again. Right knee to your chest. Extend forward one more time. Roll your spine back down. And then switch this out. Left foot to the floor, or right foot to the floor, rather, toward the center of the mat. And then extend your left leg. So left thigh in line with the right. Reach with the big toe. Take this up and down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Hold this time. Stay lifted. And as you hold, bring the left knee toward your chest. And then extend the leg straight forward. Draw the left knee in again. And then extend the leg forward. Left knee to your chest. Extend forward one more time. And then roll your spine back down. Go ahead, bring both knees to your chest. Squeeze everything in tight. And maybe rock a little bit side to side here. Now, if you're moving side to side, bring this into center. Keep the knees pulled in close. But lift your head and shoulders, curl up, look forward. And then I want you to keep your spine curled. Keep your tailbone lifted, shoulders up off the floor. We're going to roll this back and forth. So bring the weight toward your shoulders. And then to your tailbone. And just keep rocking it back and forth like this. Now, keep your spine rounded or you're going to get stuck. And then after you've done this about 5 times, go ahead and roll this up to a seat. And ideally when you come up, keep the thighs in close, keep your feet off the floor. If they touch the floor, you can just lean back and lift them. And then bring yourself into boat. So keep the thighs pulled in close, press your low back forward, release your grip. And then bring the shins toward parallel with the floor with the thighs still pulled in. You're working that compression from here. Now we're going to take the compression work a little bit further and go from this to the base of a pistol squat. Work this as best you can. So when you're ready, set the right foot down, left leg forward, hands behind. Press your torso into the right thigh. Your seat lifts up off the floor. You can straighten your left leg. You can bend the knee. You can set the heel down. Whatever you're able to manage. Your legs squeeze toward each other. And then sit back down. Bring your legs together. Come back to boat. On the other side, left foot down, right leg forward. Press your torso into your left thigh. Right leg as straight as you can hold. And then come back to your seat and come back to boat. Now there's 2 ways to do this. You can have your hands behind you to push your torso forward, or just use your core and reach the arms forward and try to balance this all together. So either way, right foot down, left leg forward. Press your torso into the right thigh when you lift. Come back down, legs back together. Left foot down, right leg forward, push into the left thigh. And then come back to your seat, back to boat. Right foot down, left leg forward, press into the right thigh again. Sit back down, come back to boat. Left foot down, right leg forward, press into your left thigh. Sit back down, legs together. Right foot down, left leg forward, press into the right thigh. Bring it back down, come back to boat. Left foot down, right leg forward, press to the left thigh again. Sit back down, come back to boat. One more round. Right foot down, left leg forward, push into the right thigh. Sit this down, come back to boat. Left foot down, right leg forward, push into your left thigh again. Sit back down, come back to boat. Now draw the thighs in close, sit up tall, reach forward between your knees. Take hold of your big toes. And then just draw the knees in close. They'll separate a little bit, but still sit this upright. If you can take it further, try to extend your legs higher, but still sit up tall. Keep breathing. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, and find all fours. Once you take all fours, just move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side, and just feel this out. And just loosen up. And then just bring this into center in all fours. We'll take this into the wrist. Now keep your hips stacked over your knees, and you can walk the hands in a little bit closer. But flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point toward the midline of the mat. Now flatten your hands, spread the fingers out wide, slide the hands together to interlace your fingers and keep your palms open like this. And you can bring the hands in as close as you need to, but feel that stretch in the backs of the wrists moving up into the forearms. Keep your fingertips pressing down. And maybe to sway your shoulders side to side, and you just hold like this. You can bring the hands right in front of the knees if you want to go light. Now to take it further from here, keep the interlace, but then flip your hands over, palms down. And then flip them again, palms facing up. And just keep on going back and forth like this. And flatten the hands whether the palms are down or up. Straighten your arms at least briefly. And press your fingertips down each time you change position here. And just take it back and forth at your own pace. Now the next time the palms are facing up, just hold here. Keep your fingertips pressing down. And then let's go from up to down. So bend at the elbows and bring the right elbow all the way down to the floor. Lift back up to straight. And then bring your left elbow down and lift back up. And keep going side to side like this. Now as you take it back and forth, keep your fingers spread wide, fingertips pressing down into the floor. Come back to straight arms once you come back into center. And then just go ahead, give this another round. Finish with your left elbow down before you come back to center one more time. And then bring it up onto the fingertips. Walk your hands forward, come into all fours with the wrists under the shoulders and knees underneath the hips, palms down. Now rotate your fingertips out to the side and then in toward the knees as far as you can go. Set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, dig your fingertips down into the floor. And as your fingertips are digging down, keep that grip, keep your spine lifted, and move from front to back. So bring your weight back, peel the palms up off the floor a little bit. And then bring your weight forward. And just keep going back and forth like this and maintain your grip. Now, the next time you come forward and set your palms flat, just stay here. Keep your spine lifted. And then step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Bring that right big toe over the left as far as you can go, and we'll take the leg diagonally from here. You're still gripping with both hands. So bring your right leg up and to the right. Touch your heel down to the floor. And extend the leg back and across. Right foot up to the right, touch the heel down, and then back and across. Right heel up and to the right again, and then back and across one more time. And then go set the right knee down. Do the same thing on the other side. Left foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Bring that big toe over past the right edge, and then bring that foot forward, up and to the left, touch your heel down. Extend this back and across. Up and to the left side again, and then back and across. Up and to the left. Back and across one more time. And then go and set your knee down. And then come up onto the fingertips and down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And we'll take this further into the shoulders. Now I want you to bring it down from all fours and onto your forearms. We're going to take dolphin. Now you got two choices here. You can have the forearms parallel with the palms down or press your palms together. Either way, see if the elbows stay at shoulder width. Now go ahead and tuck the toes, lift your knees, bring your hips up high, and then maybe walk your feet further and get your hips up as high as you can. Now press your hands down into the floor, keep that pressure. You can let your head hang if you just want to stay here. Otherwise, I'm going to cue this into dolphin push-up. So for that, bring your head and shoulders as far forward as you can go, and then press back, hips up high. Forward for 2, and then press back. Forward for 3, press it back again, forward for 4, and then press back. Now forward for 5. Press it back again, forward for 6. And then press back. Now forward for 7. Press it back again, forward for 8. And then press back. Now forward for 9. Press it back again and then forward for 10. Press back one more time. And go set your knees down and come back up to all fours. From all fours, just breathe for a moment. Now from here, we're going to take this into a version of side plank. So from all fours, wrists under the shoulders and knees underneath the hips, the right side is going to be a base. So look down at the right hand. Now I want you to slide your right hand further right, about one hand's width, maybe past the edge of your mat. Keep the right knee where it is. Now your left hand stays down. Just come up onto the fingertips, stay light on that hand just to keep your balance, and step the left foot behind the right to stack your hips. Now as you hold this, grip the floor with the right hand, keep your right foot kicking down, lift your left foot up off the floor. This might be enough. And then if you can take it further, bring the left hand to your hip, be sure you're balanced. And be sure that right foot's far enough out to the side. Now as you hold this, stay open to the side, left shoulder, left hip high. You're just going to move the left leg. Now bend your left knee, touch the big toe down to the floor behind you. And then bring your left leg forward up toward the left corner with the heel touching down. Left big toe down behind again. Bring the leg up and forward, bring the heel to the floor. And then again, big toe down behind. Bring the heel forward again. Big toe down behind. And then bring the heel forward one more time. Now set your left foot flat, bend the knee. Keep the right hand and right knee where they are, and then bring the left arm under your left leg. You're going to take a half bind. Wrap that left arm around the left thigh, palm up behind. Keep the thigh pulled in close once you've hooked the arm around your leg. And this might be enough if you can feel a deep enough stretch on the left inner thigh. Now if you can take it further, start to lean to the right. Lift your left heel, lift up onto the left big toe. If you can go further still, lift your left shoulder, open out to the side. And if you want to take it even further, approaching bird of paradise, maybe work to extend your left leg as you hold that bind. All right, and then from wherever you are, go ahead and release this. Bring your left foot down, left hand to the floor. You want to take all that on the other side. So wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to start. Again, look down at your left hand. And then slide the left hand further left, about one hand's width. So past the edge of the mat most likely. Keep the right hand down, come up onto the fingertips of your right hand. And step the right foot behind the left to stack your hips and open to the side. Lift the right foot up off the floor. Grip the floor with the left hand. Keep your left foot kicking down. If you can balance it, bring the right hand to your right hip and just hold here. And stay open. Now just moving the right leg, bend the right knee, touch the big toe to the floor behind you. Bring the right leg forward and up and touch the heel down. And then again, big toe down behind you. And bring the right leg forward, heel to the floor. Right big toe down behind. Bring the leg forward, touch the heel down. Right big toe down behind. And then forward with the heel. One more time, right big toe down behind. Forward with the heel. And then set the right foot flat and bend the right knee. Now left side stays as is. Wrap the right arm around your right thigh, palm up behind. And squeeze that thigh into your side, hook the leg. Now, if this is enough, just stay here and stay low. If you can go further, lean left. Maybe lift the right heel, come up onto the big toe. And if you can open up, start to lift the right shoulder and lift that foot up off the floor. If you want to take it even further, maybe straighten the leg as you keep the leg hooked. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release this. Bring the right foot down, right hand down, come back to all fours. And once you're in all fours, just move around, breathe. Now you can always stay here and breathe, take another stretch, but whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your down dog. And just move into position when you're ready. Now see if the hands are set up about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you can feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Keep that long upward reach and keep your core engaged. Pull into the belly around the low ribs to help lengthen out your spine. And if your legs are tight, just go ahead, bend the knees. You can always just stay loose and pedal out here. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, let everything go long and loose, and let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows, maybe shake this side to side and loosen even further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin, and then restack your spine. Slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last, and then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just release your hands. Now at the next inhale, reach this up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, or till your shins lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrist length the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep that lift. And take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as your elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control. All the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra from here. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. And then with the exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Press your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Draw the shoulders back. Look forward. And then lift up even higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang and stay in the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward. Deepen the arc through the front. Lift up with the arms. Lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly. Hips high back to down dog. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, move into your scorpion dog, stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to chest, stay forward this time, stay lifted around your spine. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, set the right foot down halfway down the mat and lift the left foot up off the floor. Now you can come up higher, keep your left leg straight, or stay lower, keep your left knee bent. We're going to go back and forth, switching feet. Press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, keep the arms vertical, just look straight down. And then press into your right foot, land on the left. Press into the left foot, come down on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left. Press into your left foot, land on the right. Now press into your right foot, land on the left one more time. Left foot on the floor, right foot steps between your hands, that's your base. Pull the left knee to your chest. Now take hold of your left knee, let's round this all the way up to vertical. Once you're up, just take a moment here to breathe. Dig down with the right big toe. And then bring your hands to your hips. Now let's take a dancer variation. Line the left knee up with the right. Reach back with your right hand. Find the inside edge of your left foot. Now once you've got that grip, kick into your hand, line up your knees, keep your gaze forward, keep your shoulders pulled back. And I'm going to recommend you keep that left hand at your hip. We're going to hinge back and forth. So put a little bend on the right knee, look forward, and then hinge from the right hip. Bring your torso forward as the left knee lifts behind. Keep looking forward. Just take this as low as you can control. And then take it slow. Hinge back up to vertical with both knees in line. Again, hinge from the right hip, keep that knee bent. Bring your torso forward, lift the left knee, keep kicking into your right hand. And then take it back up to vertical and bring the knees together side by side. One more time like that, hinge from the right hip. Take it as low as you can go, lift that left knee behind you, keep looking forward, keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both hands down, left foot steps down behind you, low lunge. Take it lower, left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach up and back, gaze up high, come into Anjaneyasana. Now let your hips sink down toward the front of the mat. And keep the front of the body open, long arc from the left knee through to the shoulders. Just keep looking up, keep reaching, keep breathing. Now as you hold your shape, press into your right foot, lean this further back, and bring the left hand to your chest. Reach that right hand down toward your left heel. Look down the length of the right arm. Now maybe you touch the heel, maybe you don't. But keep the left foot kicking down, keep that hip pressing forward, and keep your chest opening and twisting to the right. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, turn to center, hands to hips, everything stacks are vertical from the left knee up. And take this into a half split setup here. So lift the toes of the right foot, slide that heel forward. Now dig the heel down, rotate the big toe toward your midline. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward, your hips stay squared. Bring the hands to your low back. Now interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. And then from here, we're going to take it back and forth, rounding down inside the right leg. Your feet stay where they are. Keep your feet pressing down to keep your balance. Now curl in, chin to chest, round from the upper back, through the length of your spine, pull your belly and reach the crown of the head to the floor inside the right leg. And then pull your belly in, round back up, and look forward once you come back all the way back up. Now bring the chin to your chest again, round this straight down, crown of the head toward the floor, press into both feet, unround your spine, lift back up and look forward. One more time, chin to chest, curl down, crown of the head toward the floor inside the right leg, and stay down this time, press into both feet. Maybe lift your knuckles toward the ceiling and open up your shoulders a little bit more. Keep breathing. Now as you hold this, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring the hands down either side of your right leg. Now don't take a deeper fold here. So bring your belly down to touch the right thigh. Bend the right knee if you need to make that contact happen. Left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Use that grip to pull your torso further down into the right leg. Right shoulder high so your chest will open to the right at least a little bit. And maybe just keep the right hand on the floor. Now, if you can balance this, if you want to take it deeper, maybe reach your right arm high, lift the shoulder, look up toward the right hand as you keep your fold, but keep breathing. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, release this. Bring both hands down either side of the right leg. Now bend the right knee, set the right foot flat. Tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee up off the floor. Come into low lunge. Make sure your feet on two separate tracks, hips width distance side to side. Now when you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale. Just bring yourself all the way upright. And take a moment to adjust your stance. Deep under the right knee, left leg towards straight. Left hip forward, right hip back. Reach your arms up high. And we'll take a short sequence from here. We'll take the first round slow. So keep the legs as they are, but lean forward, reach the arms back, and look forward. When you're ready, bring the weight to the right foot, lift the left, come toward a warrior three, maybe more upright, maybe toward parallel with the floor. Keep your hips squared. Now just bend the right knee, set the left foot down. You're still leaning forward, and we'll go breath to movement. So inhale the arms up high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it back down. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three, and stay here. Keep your balance. Lower the left hip. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your hips level best you can. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now take this as your wide-legged forward fold. We're going to bring it toward bird of paradise. So feet wider than your hips, hips high. Keep your knees bent, stay loose. And we're going to lift the right leg. Now if you want the full bind, reach the right arm between your legs. Wrap around the right thigh, palm behind. Left hand comes around for the full grip. Otherwise, take the other version. You can reach the right arm in front of the right shin, left arm high. Now stay folded. Let's go ahead and walk this. Step your right foot back, left foot back, right foot forward, and then left foot forward. Now step your left foot to center. That's your base foot. Deep into the left knee. Lift your right heel and look forward. Take it slow. With an inhale, lift your torso. Bring the right knee up with you. And once you're up, just give yourself a moment to breathe here. Now, if you got the full bind, keep the thigh pulled in close, and that's enough. You can extend the leg, but it's the last step. If you're reaching wide, just keep pressing that right knee out to the side. And then slowly from here, let's take it back down. Move with control and release to your forward fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift halfway up. And with the exhale, set the hands. Take your vinyasa. Once you find it down, dog, move around, breathe. Let's take this on the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, come into that scorpion dog. Just hold, stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, stay forward like this, round your spine.
Now, set the left foot down halfway down the mat, lift the right leg up off the floor. Now, you can keep the right leg straight and take it up higher, or you can bend the right knee and keep things lower. But press into your palms, dig your fingertips down, keep the arms vertical. And then high or low, press into your left foot, come down on the right. Press into the right foot, land this on the left. Press into your left foot, land on the right again. Press into your right foot, come down on the left. Now, press into the left foot, land on the right, one more time. Right foot on the floor, left foot steps between your hands, and the left foot to your base. Bring the right knee to your chest and curl this in. Now take hold of your right knee, and let's round this all the way up to vertical again. Once you're up, just slow your breathing down. Now when you're stable, hands to your hips. Line the right knee up with the left, and let's take that dancer variation on this side. Left hand reaches back, find the inside edge of your right foot. Once you've got that grip, kick into your hand, line up the knees. And I'm going to recommend you keep the right hand on your hip. Now put a little bend on the left knee. We're going to hinge back and forth, so take it slow. Hinge from left hip, bring your torso forward as the right knee lifts behind. Keep looking forward. And then come back up the vertical. Knees side by side at the top. Again, hinge from left hip. Take it to where you can control. Look forward, lift the right knee high behind. Back up the vertical with your knees side by side. One more time like this, hinge from left hip. Bring your torso forward, lift the right knee, hold here. And then take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, right foot down behind you, low lunge. Now take it down lower, right knee down, right foot flat behind, sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, open up, reach the arms up and back, gaze up high, Anjaneyasana here. Now let your hips sink down and forward, find that long arc on the right side from the knee through to the shoulders, and just keep breathing. Now, just hold this, stay open, press into your left foot, lean this farther back, and then bring the right hand to your chest, reach your left hand down toward the right heel, and let your body twist to the left side. Now just look down the length of the left arm, keep your right foot kicking down, keep that hip pressing forward, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, turn to center. Hands to hips, everything stacks to vertical from the right knee up. And take this into a half split setup. So lift the toes of your left foot, slide that heel forward, straighten your leg. Dig the left heel down, big toe toward the midline. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, and keep your hips squared like this. Hands to your low back, interlace the fingers, find the interlace that feels strange, opposite of what you just had. Pull the palms toward each other, keep your shoulders drawn back. And keep both feet pressing down. We're going to round down inside the left leg this time. So bring the chin to your chest. Curl your spine from the top. Pull your belly in. Reach the crown of the head to the floor inside your left leg. And then pull your belly in as you round back up and come back to vertical. Look forward. Again, chin to chest. Round your spine down. Keep pressing into both feet. And as your feet press down, go ahead, unwind, and come back up the vertical. One more time. Chin to chest. Round from the top. Crown of the head reaches toward the floor. Now stay folded here. Keep your feet pressing down. Maybe lift your hands away from your low back and stretch at the shoulders as you hold this. Keep both feet pressing down. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release the hands, bring them to the floor either side of your left leg. Now find that stretch. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Belly touching your left thigh. Bend the left knee if you need to make that happen, but find the contact. And take it toward the twist. Right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Pull down and draw your torso further down to that left thigh. Left shoulder higher than the right. This is good enough here, but if you can take it even further, maybe reach your left arm high and look up toward the ceiling. Keep your balance. Keep both feet pressing down and keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the left hand down, right hand down as well, framing the left leg. Bend the left knee, set your left foot flat. We'll take low lunge again. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee. Make sure your stance is wide, feet on two separate tracks. And then hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring yourself all the way upright again. Right hip forward, left hip back, keep your spine tall. Now reach the arms up high. We'll take that short sequence on this side. So take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, lean forward, reach behind, hold. And then go slow. Press into your left foot, lift the right foot, come toward your warrior three. Maybe more upright, maybe toward parallel, but work to keep your hips squared. Bend your left knee, set the right foot down, you're still leaning forward. Breath to movement. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, step it down. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, warrior three, and stay here. Hold your balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now keep your hips high, your head low, bend the knees and step this out wide. We'll take bird of paradise again from the wide-legged forward fold. Now you're going to lift your left leg. If you want the full bind, left arm reaches between your legs, wrap around the left thigh, palm behind. Right hand comes around to complete the grip. Otherwise, reach wide, left arm in contact with the left shin, right arm high. Now keep the fold and let's just walk it here. Step your left foot back, left foot forward, and right foot forward. Now to come into balancing, step the right foot to center. That's your base. Deep bend to the right knee, lift your left heel, look forward. Go slow with an inhale, lift your torso. Bring that left knee up with you. And just take it slow. You can always hold a bend in that right knee. Try to get your spine upright. If you're reaching wide, just keep that left knee pulled out to the side, or pushed to the side, I should say. If you got the bind, pull the thigh in close, maybe extend the leg. It's the last step. And then slowly, let's take it down. Land that left foot lightly and release to your fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift halfway up. And with the exhale, set the hands, take it through your vinyasa. All right, from here, let's take it to half pigeon. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, bring your left knee down, left foot flat behind. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right. And sink your weight straight down. Now look for at least some of that stretch in the outer right hip toward the glutes. Keep the hip squared to the front. And just sink your weight straight down. This could be good enough. Now, take this to where you can. You can just stay upright like this. You can go deeper toward the back bend if you like. And if you want to melt it down, you come down to the elbows, you can take it down all the way. Just take it to where it suits you here right now and just breathe with this. All right, now if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take another pose. So lower yourself to the right hip, swing your left leg forward, and just sit up tall with the left leg forward and the right knee bent. Now, I want you to go and cradle the right leg. So wrap the right arm around the right knee, left hand to the outside of the right foot, and curl the toes, keep them curled. Bring the shin toward parallel with the floor, just move side to side. And basically, you tuck your pigeon into an upright seat at this point. If you want to go deeper, you can wrap the left arm around the right foot and just stay here. Now, we're taking this toward compass. This is good enough if you want to stop here, if your hips are tight, but if you want to go further, left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, and then right arm inside the right leg. Use both hands. Work that leg up your arm. You're trying to get the knee behind the shoulder. Work that as high as you can. And then when you're ready, press your right arm into the right leg. Set the right hand down at your side. And this might be good enough to keep the leg hooked. If you can go further, take it slow. Now, as you extend the right leg, the further you go, the more you bring your gaze and open up your chest up and to the left. And just take this to where you can. All right, from here, if you extended that right leg at all, put the bend back into the knee. And then just release this. Bring the right arm out from underneath the right leg. You can bend both knees, shake your legs out a little bit. When you're ready, just cross the ankles, roll forward your hands. Step back to down dog, and we'll take that on the other side. When you're ready, with an inhale, raise your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Now go bring your right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. Sink the weight straight down and look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer hip toward the glutes. You can stay upright like this. You can go deeper toward the back bend. You can melt it down if you like. Just take it to where you need to. All right, and again, from wherever you are, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Lower to the left hip, swing your right leg forward. And just come into an upright seat, right leg extended, left knee bent. And go ahead, cradle your left leg. So wrap your left arm around the left knee, right hand to the outside edge of the left foot, curl the toes. And sit up tall, bring the shin toward parallel with the floor. And again, maybe you're just taking this as a seated pigeon. If you can go further, you can wrap the right arm around your left foot and keep that shin pulled in close like this. If this is enough, stay here. If you're going to go further toward compass, right hand to the outside edge of the left foot, left arm inside the left leg. Now work that leg up your arm again. You're trying to get the knee close to the shoulder. Once the leg's not going any higher, press your left arm into your left leg. Left hand sets it at your side. See about extending your left leg as you hold this. And the more you can open up, the more you bring your gaze up and to the right. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, if that left leg is extended at all, bend the knee. And then just release your left arm from underneath the leg. Bring yourself back to a seat, shake your legs out just a little bit. And then once you're ready, come all the way down onto your back. Now when you're down, pull your knees into your chest, just squeeze everything in tight for a moment. And then go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. Now, we're going to take a longer set of back bends here. So there's going to be 5 lifts. The first one I'll start cueing into bridge and then wheel. And the next 4 are your choice. Bridge or wheel, you can always go back and forth. We'll take a longer hold at the very end. So to set it up, feet, knees, hips with distance, bring your heels in close. Start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press to your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and just hold that lift. Keep your hips pressing high. This is good enough. And if you want to bind underneath and hold your bridge, that's fine. Now if you're going to take it up to wheel, keep the hips lifted, but bring the hands around your head. Now press your palms into the floor, and whenever you're ready, push down, maybe lift the crown of your head, and then go ahead, straighten your arms when you're ready and press your hips toward the ceiling. Open your chest toward the back of the mat. Now you can lift the heels in either pose, but keep some tension in the glutes. Keep the hips pressing high. Find tension along the length of your spine, and especially across the upper back. Now from wherever you are here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring everything back down to the floor. Take it slow. And once you're down, just shake things out a little bit and breathe. Now again, there's going to be 4 more lifts, and for each one is your choice, bridge or wheel. You can always go back and forth. But for either one, bring the heels in close, feet, hips with distance. And then for bridge, arms at your sides, palms down. For wheel, hands around your head. Now either way, go ahead, press into the floor, lift your hips up, open up and hold at the top. Just breathe here, try to take it a little bit higher with each lift. And then slowly bring yourself all the way back down. And just take a moment, move around a little bit. And then we'll take it back up. Go ahead, reset your feet. Bring your hands into place. You can always switch out the poses, keep in mind. When you're ready, with an inhale, lift this up, open up, hold at the top. And then go ahead, bring yourself all the way back down again. And just breathe here. All right, 2 more times. Feet, hips with distance. See if the heels are close. Reset your hands. With an inhale, lift up, open up, hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing. Pull the shoulder blades toward each other. Open up your chest. And then bring it all the way back down again. Take a couple breaths. Now, one last time, I'm going to hold this one longer. So be sure your feet and your hands are where you need them to be. When you're ready, press to the floor, lift up, open up one more time, and hold. Keep the tension in the glutes. Open up the front of your body by finding that contraction, that tension through the back. You can always lift your heels, but keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything back down to the floor one more time. Now, once you're down, bring your knees to your chest and squeeze things in tight. Let's go ahead and take a supine twist. Release your left leg and extend it fully. Left hand to the right knee, right arm out to your side. Now tuck your left hip underneath you, pull the right knee across. Keep both shoulders down and look over to the right. Now find the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with your left hand. If you want to take it further, you can always extend the right leg to the side. Just take it to where you need to here. Now take an inhale. And now with the exhale, bring everything back into center. Draw both knees in. And let's take it the other way. Go ahead, extend the right leg. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to the side. Now draw the left knee across your body. Tuck your right hip underneath this time. Bring your gaze over to the left. Find that stretch out of the left hip toward the low back on this side. If you need more, you can press with the right hand. Or you can extend the left leg to take it even further. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bring this back into center. Draw both knees in. And let's go ahead and take it back to happy baby from here. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Now draw the knees down toward the floor, outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then just start to move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw it all back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. And then bring your hands up to heart center. Now take a deep inhale. Hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. Now thank you for joining class. Namaste.